Good morning.
Good morning.
It takes me a minute to get that thing off. For some reason, it's like,
I know.
you want to stay.
Says,
Well,
no, let me stay. Let me stay.
so
Oh,
good morning, everyone. Good morning, Christine. If you are hopping on, welcome to the Wellness Wake Up Weekly. This is our 32nd episode, and we're talking about why your body feels inflamed and what to do about it. So, this is something, especially those of us who are middle aged women, we deal a lot with inflammation. And so, Christine
yes.
and I decided that this would be a perfect topic to talk about today. And so, as you're hopping on, be sure to pop in the comments where you are watching from, say hello, let us know what the weather's like. And Christine and I will share with you where we are from. If you don't know us, we will introduce ourselves. So, go ahead and get started, Christine.
I am Christine Lunsford. I am an Empower You coach. And the goal is to empower you to be your own wellness advocate. And I'm super excited because next week starts the first class that I will be teaching at the college. And
So
I don't think,
exciting.
do I have it over here? I think I have it over here. So I got my book put together yesterday.
Yay.
So excited. Stopped at the printer, got that. So anyway, I get sidetracked. I am in North Central Arkansas, and I live here with my sweet husband and 4 Jack Russells and 7 hens and 1 rooster. And currently, we're going to say a prayer that the dogs stay quiet because right now, 3 of them are sleeping in this room with me, and the other one's in the other room. And I'm looking over, and poor Jack's shivering because it's a little bit chilly here today, so I think he thinks he's cold. There's a blanket right next to him. He can squat up under it. Don't feel sorry for him. But anyway, so yes, and I love doing these with you.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too.
Okay, Carrie
Well,
Marie.
I am Carrie Marie Vaughn, and I am an Unstickify Your Life coach, meaning that I help you to get unstuck in different areas of your life. And if you're like, oh, I'm not stuck, many people are stuck and don't even realize it. There are hidden things underneath the surface. So if you're feeling like you are super tired or overwhelmed or frustrated or like you're running in circles or you're doing all of the things, but you're not really getting anything accomplished, most likely there is a stuck point underneath there somewhere. Or maybe you're not to where you want to be with your financial goals or your health goals or whatever. There's probably some stuck points. And believe me, I have many as well. I've been releasing them along the way. So I am in upstate New York where it is currently raining. I'm going to sneeze too. So, oh, it's not coming.
I want the rain.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send the rain back to us. We need it. Okay,
So yeah, and
continue.
apparently it's supposed to rain for like the next at least week, maybe 2 weeks, almost every single day. So anyway, hopefully it will at least help all of the flowers to grow. I would like that if the flowers were growing nice. And it can rain. I'm going to be going away to go visit my daughter and help her move. And so it can rain here while I'm gone. And then when I get back, it'll be nice and sunny.
Yeah, well, you tell your husband if he gets tired of the rain to send it south because we need it.
Well, he's working a lot these next couple weeks anyway, so it's perfect timing that I'm going to be away while he is working like crazy. Like
Yes.
I don't even know how many days straight. I think at least 2 weeks straight, 12-hour shifts every day with no days off in between. So anyway, with all that being said, I live in upstate New York with my husband. We have 3 adult children. We have 3 cats, and we have 4 grandkitties and a grand dog. So anyway, with all that being said, let's dive into today's topic because inflammation is a major thing that many people deal with, whether it be super obvious or not. So sometimes it comes in the form of feeling bloated or puffy or tired or just off. And a lot of the times, well, it could be stuck points causing these things, but also inflammation is probably a big reason behind a lot of those things. So if you have been like that, drop a yes in the comments if you have been feeling kind of puffy or bloated or just inflamed. Maybe your joints are achy or things like that. So drop a yes in the comments if you have been dealing with any of that.
Absolutely. And remember, inflammation is not always obvious.
Yeah.
It's what is it, like 90 to 98% of the diseases in the world are, I mean, either caused by or exasperated by inflammation.
Yeah. Isn't
Isn't
that
that insane?
crazy? That
That
is
is so,
so crazy.
so
So
crazy.
basically, we all need to just get our inflammation under check, you know, and a lot of that too is caused by stress, is caused by, we're going to go into all of the details of what causes you to be inflamed and
Yes.
as well as what to do about it because you shouldn't be living with constant inflammation all the time. It is not good. It's putting stressor on your organs. It's making you feel yucky, all of the above. So anyway,
Yes. And there's two different kinds.
yes, you're very
So
right. There are.
there is, okay, I know we had to look this up because I can never remember which is which, but well,
Yeah,
no, that's not true. Chronic, I understand.
yeah,
Acute is the one that I always forget the word, but
yeah.
that is things like when I fell and broke my hand. My
Yes.
hand swelled. When I fell and face planted the side of the house, my nose swelled, my knee swelled. That is doing its job. God made it
Right.
to do that job. Where it
Right.
becomes a problem is when it is chronic and it doesn't go away for
Right. It's
long
not your
periods of
body
time.
trying to heal an injury because, like, the acute kind is specific for a reason.
Yes.
It's your body healing itself. But
Mhm.
when you have chronic inflammation, that's where it's the problem.
Right. Yes. And it's
Yeah.
not just what you eat, although anybody who has listened to me listens to me talk about what you eat all the time.
Mhm.
But it is not always about what you eat.
Mhm.
I mean,
Yes.
it can
It's
be.
right. I'm gonna sneeze again. What is going on? There's something weird
Okay,
in the air.
so you sneeze. So food, one of the things is processed food. There is a program on Netflix right now, and I don't remember the name of it, but it talks about plastics.
Yes, I watched that recently
Is
too.
that
Oh my
not
goodness.
insane?
Yes, so insane, so eye-opening. There's also another one that is similar, but it's about sugar, and it's called like the secret pill, maybe, or the magic pill, something like that.
Yes. So
It's very,
watch
very
these.
eye-opening.
Oh yes, go watch these shows. I'm telling you, the
Yeah,
processed foods, the sugar, poor sleep. You
yeah,
know, this stupid thing right here, while yes, I use it. Yes, I understand it. Yes, I understand everyone has one. It emits things which I tried not to think about. I mean, it's terrible for your sleep.
yeah.
Chronic stress. I don't know how anybody survives in this world that is plugged into anything at all doesn't have chronic stress.
Yeah, there's constant stressors. I mean, and chronic stress is, yes, plugged into everything, watching the news and being connected to all of the negativity. But then our busy lifestyles, I feel like we live in a very fast paced, busy life. Everybody does. Everyone fills their
Mhm,
calendars to the max. Everyone is trying to handle everything. I mean, everyone I know is a multitasker, right? And almost every business out there basically has taken away, especially like these big corporations, they've basically taken away roles and expect the people who are still there to do the
mhm,
role of many people. And I mean, I have worked jobs like that before where I am like the one person who is handling almost everything. And
mhm.
it can be a lot of stress. And then you have family and relationship things on top of that, and household things, and all of your errands that you need to run. It's no wonder that you are under constant chronic stress.
Yes, which causes constant chronic inflammation.
Yes. Yes. And
And
then
gut.
you've got gut imbalance, which a lot of
Mhm,
these things are tied into each other. And so it's not just a like boom, boom, boom. These are the things. It's this thing can affect this thing, which can affect this thing. They're all connected.
they're all connected, kind of like a spider web.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if you've
Exactly.
ever seen a beautiful spider web, if you pluck one strand, the entire thing reverberates. It's no different for us. If you have
Mhm.
one thing that's off, it reverberates through everything.
Yeah.
And it messes with your hormones. And anybody who's in the age that we're in, um, hormone shifts I remember the chart that you showed. Everyone thinks puberty is terrible. I have news for you. Your hormones are more whacked out when you're in menopause and perimenopause than they are when you're in puberty.
Yeah, it's
And
quite
don't
crazy to see
think
the
that
chart.
we're
The chart kind of like starts at like nothing because like you don't really have any kind of hormonal stuff going on that much when you're born, and then it slowly rises, and then it gets to puberty, and it's like, "Ah!" And then it starts kind of leveling out a little bit, and then it gets to perimenopause time, and it's like, "Wah!"
yeah.
It's like
And everyone talks about how to handle puberty. Nobody
oh
talks
yeah.
about how to handle perimenopause and not wanting to strangle people.
Yeah, and it causes people to go under like go into this like crazy depression or have major anxiety or get a divorce. I mean, like major things happen because of perimenopause because we don't know how to handle it. Our hormones are
Mhm.
going wackadoodle and we're like, oh, we're just along for the ride unless you know how to manage things. But either way, a lot of that the hormonal imbalance can cause the inflammation as well. And
Yes.
the other way around, the inflammation can cause problems with the hormones. So it's like,
Yes.
oh my goodness, everything is literally connected. So it's that's a huge reason why Christine and I like to find topics like this to talk about because there are so many little pieces that are connected and it's almost like a cycle. You get it, and we'll probably talk about cycles later because I feel like that is a
Yeah,
thing
I
that
think
we
it's in
talk
there.
about.
Well, it
But
will touch on again toxins. I mean, not
yes,
just the plastics, but toxins in general are
yeah,
literally everywhere. So you
yep.
could be doing okay and still be inflamed. You could think that you are great and have inflammation.
Yep. Yeah, because a lot of time it is hidden. It doesn't necessarily show up in the ways that we expect it to show up.
And then when it does, it will knock you off your feet. Carrie
Mhm.
Marie and I are both have both been there.
Yeah. Yes. So out of those things that we just listed, are do you know for sure if your body is affected by it? Like, do you know for sure? Like, if you eat processed foods or sugar, do you realize it right away? Or like maybe you get crappy sleep for a few nights in a row and it makes a big difference. Or like the stress, maybe little stressors cause you to be inflamed, or your gut health, or your hormones, or the toxins. Like, let us know. Drop a comment and let us know which of these you know for sure affects you. You know,
Yes.
every time that it occurs, it's affecting you immediately. You can feel it. You can see it. Oh,
Mhm. Okay, so do you remember, and this may not have affected you, I remember hearing it, didn't affect me.
okay.
When you were in puberty, and people would say, if you eat chocolate, you're going to get zits or you're
Oh,
going to
right.
get
I did
pimples.
hear that too. It didn't affect
Okay,
me.
it didn't affect me because I didn't eat chocolate. But that is also something that inflammation can what's affecting your skin. Yes. Okay. So again, there's the cycle. What you eat affects how you feel, affects your inflammation, affects how your skin reacts. So I'll give you a perfect example. Autumn had, I think it's rosacea. I could have the wrong word, but anyway, red skin. She was
Mhm.
on medication that was $300 a month.
Whoa.
Uh-huh. And she asked the doctor, the dermatologist, if there was anything she could do. And of course, she got the no, there's nothing you could do anyway. So
Oh,
I know, she changed her diet and the wellness products I was using at that time, she started using one of them. Well, it is geared to help reduce inflammation in your body, which now we have a new one, gold, love it. But by doing that, she never needed her medication again.
ha.
So imagine that. This was caused by inflammation under the skin. And even when she went back to the dermatologist said, no, that can't be what did it.
I don't
So,
understand that. It's like I obviously what we eat can affect things. It really blows my mind. I get it that maybe doctors are not allowed to tell people that because that's not like their job title or whatever. But
mhm.
why deny it? You know, why deny that something like that could work? Like clearly if you're putting something in your body or removing something from your body, it's going to affect you in one way or another.
Exactly. So
You know.
even though before we rabbit hole too far,
Okay. Oh yes. All right. So
what you put in your body can affect your inflammation. And
yeah.
and all of the other things we're talking about. But some of the symptoms that people don't necessarily notice or think about that's inflammation is bloating, fatigue, your brain fog, your joint pain, which I think most people understand that joint pain is inflammation, I hope.
I hope so. Yeah.
I would hope so. And
And
weight
not to mention
resistance.
the skin issues, because you
Yeah.
could have breakouts or be blotchy or other skin issues. Maybe you're just itchy all the time.
Yeah, I mean, and not saying it's inflammation. My sister has too much histamine and she's itchy all the time. But
Yeah.
these
And
things are
weight.
not random. And the reason we're telling you this is because they're not random. Pay attention.
Yeah.
This is what I teach, is how to pay attention to the patterns and then figure out what your root cause is.
Yeah. And a lot of times too, it can affect, if you're trying to lose weight, let's say, it can affect that. It can also affect your organs. If you are inflamed around your organs, they're not able to function properly. That's a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. I mean, it's just crazy anyway.
Yeah. And so when you do have these things, like all of these like symptoms that we just talked about, they're not just random. You're not just bloating just because. No, it's your body trying to tell you something. It's like, pay attention, wake up, listen to me, Linda.
I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. So okay, we talk about food all the time. Reduce the load.
Yeah, I was
Craziness.
going to say, let's talk about the five ways to support your body naturally to reduce inflammation. So
Yes.
5. So you just
five.
talked about
So
1.
Food. Reducing your processed foods. Now, I went to extreme this last 10-ish days, and I narrowed it down to like 1 page of food that I was going to eat. Very
Nice.
specific food. Like I did it through biblical and I did it through my Eat Right for Your Blood type, and I put the two of them together and what I actually wanted to eat.
Yeah.
And
that's the thing too, is like, I think some people might hear this of like, cut out this or cut out this. But don't focus on what you're cutting out. Focus on what you can have. The things that are delicious, but also are good for your body, are going to help you to reduce that inflammation, help you feel good. So it's like you get to look forward to having these foods that are going to fuel you in a way where they're not going to cause inflammation. And to go along with that is hydration. Stay hydrated. Our bodies need hydration to be able to function properly and to be able to release that inflammation as well. If we're not staying hydrated, our bodies hold on to it seems like it's counterintuitive, like, oh, the more we drink, the more we're gonna like retain. But no, that's not it. We need it to flush things through. And so staying hydrated is super important. I mean, I always have my giant water bottle with me all the time. I'm always drinking water, but then I pair that with hydrate, because hydrate has the electrolytes, the minerals. It supports the body's hydration and allows you to really absorb it fully instead of just peeing it out.
Exactly. And I mean, I had an analogy. I lost the analogy. But anyway, yes, I lost it. I don't know where it went. Stay hydrated, because otherwise everything, like a hose. If you had like a hose and stuff's clogged in it, if you don't run water through it, it doesn't push it all out.
Right.
So our body basically works the same way. If you don't flush it out, it just stays compacted in there. So yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's talk about number 2, which is a really important one for both of us.
It is. And that's what's in here. Is gut health. This is my gut health. And I think a lot of people think, the only way to do that is to pop a pill, or the only way to do that is no, there are ways to do it that are delicious, healthy, good for you, and just feel good. Gold is the biggest one for me. And you know what I realized today? I'm almost out.
Oh my. And Fit Fuel is a big one for me too. Fit Fuel literally has so many. I just call it my magical thing. I love that it has everything for my gut health. It's got the probiotics, the prebiotics, the digestive enzymes. It's got the collagen. I mean, so many things in there that are helping my gut. And so that is number 2. If we didn't specifically say that, number 2 is supporting your gut health and your digestion, because your body needs to be functioning properly. Your gut especially needs to be functioning properly in order to be able to release that inflammation that you're holding on to. And so you really, really have to pay attention to supporting that gut. There's also the refresh and the renew. I have them sitting right here, by the way, because
Okay, so you know what's funny? The first time you talked about Fit Fuel with me, you called it BFF.
yeah.
Well, I just realized that the refresh and the renew is R&R.
Ooh, look at that.
BFF and R&R.
Yeah. Those are literally, I mean, and if you don't like taking capsules, the Fit Fuel is literally the way to go
Oh,
because it's
so good.
delicious. And I mean, I add it to my coffee, and I also will I create like a shake out of it, a smoothie.
I
Frozen
put it on
raspberries.
chopped apples and microwaved it. Oh, so good.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, there's so many ways to incorporate Fit Fuel that are so delicious. It's
Yes.
creamy and vanilla-y, but I think there's also a chocolate one, which I've never tried because I love the vanilla one, so I'm not going to switch.
Right, exactly. Okay, so
Oh,
besides our food that we obviously love, ways to
yes.
reduce inflammation.
Oh, yes.
Vibration plate.
But wait, 3, the number 3 is reducing inflammation directly.
Ah,
Yes.
gotcha. Missed that one. Ha, we kind of melded those two together.
Yeah, that's okay though. But yes, we are. I mean, gold is one of the things that we talk about for like anti-inflammatory and
Yes.
things like that. But some of the other ways, I love my vibration plate. It's awesome. I literally only use it for like 10 minutes a day.
Mhm.
So it doesn't take that much time.
Mine's right there. See the
Oh,
blue
very
thing?
nice. Mine is in the same room too. It's like way over there on the, I don't know if you can even no, you can't see it. It's on the other side of the couch in here.
Yeah.
But
So this
anyway,
is number 3. We kind of skipped ahead. We're reducing inflammation directly, and the vibration plate, the red light therapy.
mhm.
My sister took hers back, and I'm very sad because I
Oh
really like it.
no. Oh, sad.
It's okay.
I
She
have
needed
mine
it.
sitting right here. I literally keep all of my things here in my office because if it like I can just take a break from working and pop over onto my vibration plate or like hop in over here and flip on my red light. So it's very cool. It's very handy that I have all these things in here. Also, I know you had mentioned the infrared sauna. That is something I've never actually done before. So it sounds very cool.
It is. This is a personal thing where I
Mhm.
go to do it. It's basically like an enclosed box. I
Mm.
apparently have a little bit of claustrophobia because I don't like the thing completely closed.
Oh.
But I do get the benefits of the sauna, and I just keep the door somewhat propped open, but man, it is so relaxed. If I had one where I could lay down, like completely
Ooh,
lay down,
a
I
lay
would
down one would
probably
be nice.
I would be asleep. I promise you, I would be out.
Well, that sounds absolutely amazing. I'll have to look and see if there's one somewhere in my area. I don't know. Another thing is lymphatic drainage massage and also dry brushing. So I actually dry brush before I get in the shower every day. I have it literally right there, right before I walk into my bedroom or my bathroom, I mean, from my bedroom. And I just quickly dry brush all over because it helps to release the buildup in our
Yeah.
lymph nodes.
And if you've never had a lymphatic massage, I know this is as many times as I talk about massage, you're going to be shocked when I say this. It sucks. They
Oh,
are
yeah, if you go to somebody else to have it done, yes, but you can do your own lymphatic
okay. Well, and
massage.
here's why: because you're supposed to barely move the skin, so it's like I went. Oh, I can't handle this because Rebecca at the salon I go to or the spa I go to did it when I broke my hand because
Mm,
I to reduce the inflammation. I'm not saying it didn't work. It
mhm.
worked. But she was so funny. She goes, "You're going to hate this because it is such a light touch to get the lymph." Oh, but I do highly recommend it if that is something that you need. You need your lymph to move, and that it is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So try a little bit of everything. All right, let's talk about number 4. We'll get through these.
Manage stress. I don't
Oh,
think we need to
this
say
is
a whole lot on this because we literally have entire episodes on stress. However,
yes.
we do get to touch on it. So, my favorite is breathing and journaling and prayer. Those are
Mhm.
my 3 favorites.
Yeah. I literally do some sort of deep breathing every single day,
Yes.
multiple times a day, usually, but at
Yes.
least once. Um, I feel like breathing is so important. And I know we also have talked about in the past, but like my morning adapt and calm in the evening really help to reduce stress in my body. It like turns off all of the crazy chatter in my brain. It helps me to focus. It helps me to just not be so like scatterbrain kind of thing. It helps, helps our nervous system, which is huge. So
Yes.
definitely
Managing that.
we won't go into too much detail on this because we have tons of episodes about this. So go back and
Yes.
watch a previous Wellness Wake Up Weekly about reducing stress and
And
managing stress.
breathing. And breathing. Look up the
Mhm.
breathing one because it ties. There's one that we did completely on breath. So check
Yes.
that
Yeah.
out.
And we'll probably do more. So stay tuned for future episodes. Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. And last but not least, this one's very important as well. Number 5,
Sleep.
prioritize sleep. I know that's one of the things that a lot of people are like, oh, I'll just stay up later and wake up earlier, even if I don't get enough sleep, but at least I get all the things done. No, don't
It
do
will
it.
catch up with
Don't
you.
do it. Yeah. And our bodies literally need sleep in order to repair themselves and to be able to reduce that inflammation. I mean, literally, there's so many things we have whole episodes on sleep as well, but there are
Mhm.
so many studies that are done of all of the things that are happening inside of our bodies when we're in a deep sleep. And so
Did
definitely make sure you're prioritizing sleep. I will sometimes drink Drift, which is a really delicious hot chocolate before bed. I know that you can't have it, Christine, but
It's okay.
I love it to really help my body to calm down, my brain to turn off, and it has a little bit of melatonin in there, which helps me to fall asleep quickly and stay asleep. What I love about it is, like personally, I've never had any kind of pill, any kind of medication, I should say, for sleeping because
Me
I don't
neither.
do that. I will literally look up every single natural alternative to medication as possible before I put it in my body. But anyway, so I have heard that a lot of the sleep medications cause you to like when you wake up in the morning you're still so drowsy you can't even fully wake up, and it takes a bit for your body to actually wake up because it's like it's still in your system, which is kind of
Mhm.
scary and gross. But anyway, what I love about the Drift is that I can drink it to fall asleep quickly at night and stay asleep throughout the night. But the cool thing is I wake up and I'm so refreshed in the morning. I'm like wide awake, and that's super cool. So anyway.
Yes. Here's another reason to prioritize sleep. Did you know that if you don't get enough sleep, it could be why you can't lose weight?
Ooh.
One of my sisters was flat out told by the doctor, you don't get enough sleep is why you can't lose weight
Wow.
because the
Wow.
body's too stressed to process it. So,
Yeah. Yep. So definitely do that. Have a good bedtime wind down routine in the evening to help you. And, if you have to set a timer or if you have to communicate it with other people, like, hey, this is my sleep time. I mean, I know that on my phone, I have an iPhone. I can literally set it up to be my bedtime and my wake up time so that my phone automatically goes into like sleep mode. So it won't let notifications pop through and everything like that. So keep that in mind that there are things that you can do to make it so that the outside world is not getting in during that time, and making sure you're turning off your phones, you're not on your phone right before bed because the light from it is not good for you. So
yes. And I'm
all
going to
right.
tell people right now if you have an iPhone and you do that, because I do, if you set up
Mhm.
your favorites, you don't have to worry about people that need to get a hold of you that are on your favorites list. If they call you, it rings through. So
Yes.
don't use that as an excuse to have your phone next to your bed.
Yes. So out of those 5 things that we just talked about, reducing the load, about like basically less processed foods and more hydration, um, supporting your gut health and digestion, reducing inflammation directly, managing, I can't hold this. Anyway, here we go. Managing your stress and prioritizing sleep. Which one thing can you start doing this week to help support your body and reducing inflammation? Like, list it in the comments, just the one thing, because again, start small. Yes, you could incorporate all of these things, but sometimes when you overhaul and you try to do everything, then you end up quitting and failing and not doing anything. And so instead of trying to do it all, just pick one thing to start for a bit. You could always incorporate another thing in another few weeks or so once you've gotten to the routine of the one new thing. So that's always something to keep in mind.
And if you try to do too many things at once, it can be counterproductive because your body is going to freak out and go, what's going on? And it's going to actually become more inflamed. So
yeah, it's going to go on overload.
Baby steps are much, much, much better.
Yeah, absolutely. So with that being said, I hope that this was helpful to all of you to realize that inflammation is common, but there are things that you can do about it that are super simple, super easy. Just small little shifts can reduce it. So let's talk about, first of all, go ahead and drop a comment about what symptom you are ready to start improving that is caused by inflammation. Also, be sure to stay tuned next week. What are we talking about next week?
Cravings.
Cravings. Yeah. We've all had cravings before, right? So this is a good episode to tune into. If you've ever had a craving before, if you constantly have cravings, there are reasons behind it. There's things to do about it. And so we are going to be talking about cravings next week.
And when I shifted all of my food things, right now I'm craving blueberries.
Ooh, interesting.
I am just like, I've eaten so many blueberries, but they're good for you. So it's okay.
Do you know one way I love to have blueberries is I get them frozen. I sprinkle a tiny bit of stevia on top and then put cream over it, and the cream freezes to the berries, and so it creates this like frozen concoction of yumminess. It's so good.
Yes. Coconut whipped topping. Okay, we're gonna get off topic anyway. So tune in next week. We're talking about cravings and why it is not just willpower. It is a conversation that your body is trying to have with you.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you for tuning in, everyone. I hope you have an absolutely amazing and beautiful and blessed day.